All right, what's going on, guys? So today I'm gonna do a PlayStation 4 HDMI port. I've done a lot of these before. This one is just gonna be a really quick video that I wanted to make. I didn't really want to do. I didn't want to do a live. I just wanted to record a video for YouTube and just kind of put it up there. Kind of help with the algorithm of Google and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and let's take this HDMI port out. Right, and yeah, let's replace it with another one. And let's replace it with another one. All right, first thing I want to do is get some plugs. Put it where it's needed. Getting this. Extractor. Go. All that stuff out of my face. Once I hear that sound, I know that the port is loose. I don't know if you guys can hear that sound. It makes like a little squeaky noise, kind of like the port is going in and out. So okay. So let's go ahead and let's take this port out. And you guys see that on the overhand camera, maybe a little bit. The way that port is out. Around. Get you guys underneath the microscope. Everything around looks pretty good. Doesn't look like any components is damaged. These ones. Don't have to clean this, but go ahead and clean that too while we're at it. All right. And let's get some Q-tip. Let's clean up, and then we'll go ahead and we'll put our new port. Up and cleaned up. Let's find a port to replace this with, and we got a port right here. And there's two different kinds of port, guys. There's the slim PlayStation 4 port, and then there's the regular PlayStation 4 port. Just make sure that you're getting the right one. Do not get the one for the slim and install it on the regular PS4. You will have problems. We'll kind of hold it down like that and then solder it in. I mean, I could use one of my other tools to kind of hold it in there, but we're not going to. Gonna. Oh. That's how I like to do that. Get some solder on tip. One all over. Okay. Don't have to do it like that. That's, like I said, that's just how I like to do it. Double check all the connections. Get that last one in the corner. So I'll go back over that one more time. Should be able to. Let's cut this wire actually a little bit. Clean up just a little. We'll run the rest on the. Hey, George. That? Yes. Yes, I'm stuck. Yes. Yes. I'll stop by in a few with one. I'm recording a video right now. I will stop by with one. Looks like we got that one up, so let's go ahead and check these pins, make sure that all the pins are all. Got that one right. Okay, so let's. And those look like they're in there pretty good. Let's just go through each pin and double check each. I don't see any movement. So let's move on. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna take some more flux. I'm gonna put along the side right here. You guys can't see that. So it doesn't want to drop underneath the camera, so right there. I'm gonna come in here with my iron, and I'm just gonna hold it there for a minute or two. Go in between those holes. Fills. See how that one is filled? I'm gonna second one is filled, and then I'm gonna go to the other side and do the same thing. For this side, I'm gonna put some flux. After the flux, like that. So I can see that both holes is filled on this side, so then I just turn it over on this side, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Flux. Then I take my big iron, this one, I just kind of touch it on the side, just like that. Next one, same thing. Fill up. Have enough on this one. We have enough solder on this one. A little bit more. On next one, more. Kind of drag it out. I don't go very. I mean, you can clean these up if you'd like to. Make them, like factory almost. Really want to. And it doesn't change the fact that if it works or not. I mean, it is one of the, I guess, the connections that hold the pin and the connector in place, right? So if you really want to, yeah, you can sit here for hours, make this thing nice and perfect if you'd like to. All up to you. I'm finished. And I mean, I don't know how long that took. Let's just say, how long has it been recording? 10 minutes for me to replace that connector. And so about replacing and cleaning up, I'm gonna say about 20 minutes max. And that's with the right tools. So if you don't have the right tools, it might be a little bit longer. But with the right tools, 20. That looks good. I'm not even gonna really focus on. In fact, that one is not all the way perfect and all that stuff. It's still going to work. It's still, I mean, if you look around this board, there's nothing in here that's perfect. Now, you can do this for, I mean, even if you've been doing these replacements for years now, I think it's just something that most of the repair guys do. I do it. Just gonna tell you how I do it. I come in here, I put it in continuity mode, which is just pretty much make sure that there's a continuous connection, and I check to see if I got connection between this pin and this pin, and I keep going down the line just like that, right? I make sure every now and then that my multimeter is still working, checking every pin, just to make sure that there's no pin that's bridging a connection. It's going to cause me problems whenever I connect it to the TV. I have had ones that do cause problems. I realized later on what the problem is. So I got like this one. Let's double check again. That one is fine. This one, no. This one, no. Not supposed to. This and this, yes. Pop back up. There. Nothing there. So those all look good. So it looks like that connector replacement is done. Okay, so in my book, that's finished. That's ready to go. Back into the housing, some thermal paste down, and that should be it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll try to post more videos like this where it's just videos of me doing some quick replacement on parts like this, charging ports, things that are very fast and straightforward. All right, see you guys in the next video.